I'm A-Mix, and I'm on Love for the Arts. So, I'm an entertainer. I like to use that term because I'm also a music artist and an actor. But I like to use the word entertainer because it just wraps it all into one. So I don't explain too much. I've been doing it all my life. I've been singing from a very young age. But I'd say I started to take it seriously in 2020. Yeah, 2020.
About 2020, yeah. Would you say since 2020, which has been 2 years ago, that the help of lockdown has started to realize because we're in the pandemic, it's time for me to showcase what I can do as a entertainer.
No, 100% lockdown. Yeah, lockdown did do that. Because in lockdown, I was just on my arse all day and I didn't like it. I was working on the weekends, don't get me wrong. I was still working throughout lockdown because I worked at Rachel, which is in the supermarket, so I'm a key worker. So I had to keep going to work. I just kept being in this endless cycle and I just didn't like it. And one day I just got off my arse and I was like, why not? Just start. I was really thinking about it before I started the role because I always wanted to be a singer. But I was thinking wow, is this what I actually really want to do? And I said to myself, I might as well give it a try. There's no point in me just not doing it, then living with regret, instead of just doing it. Then okay, it didn't work out, but at least I tried. A role model, Michael Jackson, definitely. Role model for sure. Just the way he would move, just the way he would sing, he's like no other, to be honest. Then that's what really inspired me. That's what really, really inspired me. Because at a young age, I knew I could sing, but it's I didn't really know I was that good until in primary school. I remember they used to do these events where these people would come in and they would teach us a couple songs. They would have to put on an event and we had to sing in front of a live audience. Then they were choosing who's going to do the solos. And I remember they were you guys should come up. They mixed up all the schools together and they were yeah, whoever wants to do a solo for this song, because they've been teaching us the songs, you can come up and do it. So I went up there and I done it. And everyone was just shocked and everyone was just clapping for me. And just happy for me. And I'm thinking rah, I knew I was good, but I didn't know I was that good. Then that's what got me going from there. But yeah, role model, definitely Michael Jackson. Also my family as well, my brothers. Definitely my brothers, because they really taught me you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. There were a lot of challenges. One of them was funding. But I overcame it because I had my job at Waitrose. I would just be working every weekend. But I realised it wasn't enough. But still, I'd still have to somehow make it work. What else? Mental health was another challenge as well. Just because for some people, it's very hard to wake up and be I can do this, I can do this, I can do this without giving up. Because I'm an independent artist. I'm not signed to any label. No one's really helped. Obviously, I have people helping me, but there's not corporate people helping me, telling me what to do. I have to find out all this stuff on my own. So it's just stuff like that. And also caring about what people think too much, that was destroying me. It was really killing me. So I just had to overcome that. And I had to realize why am I caring about what these people think? The people I'm thinking about, they don't even think about me, if you get what I mean. Just stuff like that.
Definitely.
And it's I'm not a slave to that person, so why should I care about what they think? It's my life. I'd say during COVID time, I was still making music. Obviously, I just started out. Let's say August 2020 is when I started properly. I started going to my producer's studio. Yeah, everything was fine from there. The only adversity I had, it wasn't really because of COVID, but it was just because I just started out. I was thinking these songs don't sound good, But then I have to realize the more I put into it, the more I'm gonna get out. So I just had to realize that I just have to keep going, not to give up too quickly, because it's so easy to quit. That's what I realized, and that's what people don't realize as well. It's so easy to quit, but it's not easy to get to your end goal. Like, people need to realise anything worth having in life never comes easy. So you have to keep going. Like, you definitely have to. Well, what my dad would always say to me is that I don't mind, you can do what you want, but just get a job first. Like, that's what he'd always say. And to be honest, I'm under his roof, so it's like I have to respect him in a way. That's a certain thing. So that's why I have to do it on the side as well. But eventually it's gonna become bigger than what I'm doing now. But also, people need to realise the thing about African parents is that they'll complain until they see money. Like, once they see money, then they won't complain anymore because money's on the table, if you get what I mean. So I know that's driving me to be better. That's driving me to keep going until I get that set of money to like wave in my dad's face and be like, yeah, like, this is me, like, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, I hope you can support it. Obviously, you can support it now, but I hope you can support it even more than me just getting a job.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. But my mum, she's always been supportive. Like, she's never had a problem with it. She just wants me to be happy.
Not long ago, I was looking at your Instagram page. You posted on your story and all that, your EP, YouthForia. Yeah, like, how did that come around with the EP, like the idea behind it?
Oh, the idea behind it, I had help from my producer, to be honest. Like, I remember I made a few songs at this time. Then my producer, we were at the studio. Then I remember I had another studio session booked like in the next 2 days, and he was like, cool. In the next studio session, I'm gonna like list a set of tracks, and I thought like this should be your EP. So literally we came together. You literally listened to the tracks, listened to the order. We were like, right, like, this is good. Like, this is a good running time. This is a good order and everything. We came up with the name together, YouthForia, with the play on words. And YouthForia just basically means like, yeah, just don't let the child inside of you die. Because once you let the child in you die, you become depressed. And that's what a lot of men are doing these days. Like, they're getting themselves into situations which forces them to grow up too early. And that's why they're so depressed. It's like, I don't get it. Like, I almost fell into that trap of doing things that like forced me to grow up too early, and it had me thinking like, wow, why am I so depressed? Then I just started doing things that I used to love as a child. Then it started bringing me happiness again, and that's where the whole idea came from, you know what I mean?
What made you get into acting in the first place?
To be honest, same as singing, that I've been acting from young as well. It's just with acting, what made me start to get into acting is that from a young age, I would always watch a lot of TV. Like, I wouldn't really go out and play. Like, because I was a very fat child, like, I can't really go out and play football. Like, it wouldn't work. So then I would just watch a lot of TV. Then I would just mimic what I'd see on the TV. Like, sometimes I'd be reenacting scenes, and then my brothers would see it, and they'd be like, right, like, you're not half bad. Then from there, that's why I started doing more drama in school, more plays. And yeah, like, I really dropped it. The stupid thing about me is that I thought I could only choose music or acting, and obviously I chose music, but then I realised they could all work together hand in hand. So then I started acting again to like bring light back to the music, just to bring everyone back to the music. You know what I mean?
100%, I agree. But speaking of the acting, I remember looking at your play on Instagram. I forgot remind me the name of the play that you did.
I think it's Has Anyone Seen Michael?
Yes, that one. Was you the main role in that?
Yeah, I was Michael.
Yes, you was Michael. Talk to me about that experience of the acting.
That one was good. That came about through Breaking Convention. Capo Lee and Shady, they had this project called Out the Box Free. And in this project, you'd have the option, like, let's say they get 10 young people, and you have the option to either make a music album, a short film, or just other stuff. But someone suggested theatre, because we've never done that before. So we go, okay, cool, let's do that. So then we done theatre, but we all came up with a story ourselves. But obviously it was a bit jumbled up, a bit all over the place. Then we had a director come in, his name is Yomi, and he helped us like put the story together, like just to make it make sense, if you get what I mean. Then we made our script. When I tell you, we made our script 2 weeks before we like actually done the play, and everything went so well. Like, we were just so shocked. We were so proud of ourselves because like normally you're supposed to have 10 weeks or more with the script and like to get it down, get the whole play down, but we had 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. It was a 10-week project. Well, we spent the first 8 weeks trying to do the script, trying to get everything together. Yeah, it was really something. But we ended up getting it together, we ended up smashing it, we done it at Sadler's Wells, good turnout, good play, everything was just amazing. the advice I give is literally believe in yourself, practice every day, because it's your craft. You want to do it, so you always have to keep practicing. Practice. It's the only way you'll get better. Don't care about what people think, because it's your life. And notice that, right, even if you do good or if you do bad, people are still gonna chat rubbish at the end of the day. So it's like, just don't think about what people think. Believe in yourself and don't quit. It's so easy to quit, like just don't quit. As I said before, anything worth having never comes easy. Just have that in the back of your head. Social media, you can find me on Instagram, A-Mix, same as Twitter as well, A-Mix, TikTok as well, A-Mix, YouTube, A-Mix, and on Spotify, Apple Music, all digital platforms, you shall find A-Mix as well. That's A-Mix.
Yeah, definitely. And the name of your music video, remind me what you dropped out not long ago.
Oh, music video I recently dropped, Double Up. Also my EP YouthForia out now.